time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. James Prochet to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
And 2020 was another excellent season for number 8. Wasn't able to repeat the numbers from his MVP campaign of 2019, but bigger than that, got his elusive first playoff win, and he and the team hope that bodes well for them as they try to move forward in 2021. Let's face it, the numbers were still pretty darn good. 27 touchdown passes, another 1,000 yards on the ground, and 7 scores rushing. This young man continues to be elusive and continues to improve.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And this is going to be incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to put it away. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Two 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. Now back to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Marcus Peters on the cover.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy on the perimeter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 12. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. On the left Tash. Officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens ready to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 24, Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. An option handoff here to Dobbins. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. The open man here, Renfro. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets this to Davante Adams.
Complete to Davante Adams. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Raiders 0.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll set up to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as an extensive lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Crochet to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not letting balls go through goalposts.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On third down, Jackson going for the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a give to Dobbins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. An option handoff here to Dobbins. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
And And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he'll power his way up near the 25. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Dobbins.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
2nd and 9. Now a carry for Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the Raiders have got him.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
In recent years, pass rush has been a problem for the Raiders. Just 21 sacks in 2020. That ranked 29th in the NFL. What they just did right there, a better example of what they're seeking.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get